Welcome, everybody. I'd like to call this meeting to order of the Polk County Board of Commissioners. Today is May 31st. All commissioners are present. Are there any comments for items not on the agenda? Hearing none, do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Also move.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from May 24th?
So moved.
Second that.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And could I have a motion to approve the consent calendar as presented?
Also move.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Next on the agenda is Resolution 23-06 in the matter of supporting a recovery-oriented systems of care and responding to the addictions, mental health, and the homelessness crisis. Mr. Polk, please.
Yes. So we all got shared information from other county neighbors more than a month ago on a potential resolution that would identify to our constituents our support of a broad sweeping set of intentions with regard to homeless, houseless, mental health, addictions, challenges that we're all experiencing. And this is for the entire county. And of course, to make certain that we are acknowledging to our citizens that we're interested in their care as well and their priorities as citizens for safe streets, safe sidewalks, clean communities, and acknowledging their existence. So part of my position in all this has been that as I've watched the challenges of homeless, houseless crisis across the nation and specific to Oregon, the amount of money that we spend and and this is not to distract or take away anything there and all the work that's being done. But we have a lot of citizens that say, well, yeah, you're spending a lot of money and you're pushing a lot of initiatives, but we still have a problem. We can't access our own sidewalks for various reasons. This resolution will not solve any of that, but my intention is that the resolution will acknowledge to our citizens that we know there's a lot more to this work than simply a housing solution. And we have a long way to go in that work. And so over the last month, we've crafted some words back and forth. And I have, and I started out with some template from other counties, specifically one, and modified those words a great deal. Commissioner Gordon, you have given now a couple of additional changes, your suggestions to it apparently in what was my final draft. And I've read through those. I'm fine with them as they appear. And again, the intention is to, again, make sure that we're acknowledging essentially what is spoken today across the U.S. is the 99% of our citizens that are making their own way. And certainly, of course, I acknowledge the struggles across the country and in our own county for rent burden and mental health and addictions challenges. But I also want to acknowledge all those that are paying for it and paying for the work and the investments that we're making. So that's where I'm at today with this resolution now numbered 23-06. As I said, I am fine on a compromise with the words that you have, Commissioner Gordon, that you have added or modified. And I'm ready for a discussion.
Great.
Commissioner Pope, thanks for writing this, and Commissioner Gordon, thanks for making those minor adjustments. I'm in full support of this. It's something that we've worked really hard on a long time. I wish there was an answer to solve this issue, but obviously there's not a simple solution. It's going to be a long road to go, but hopefully we can address what's causing it as well as the need that is caused. So I'm in total support of this. So thank you both.
Thank you. And thank you, Commissioner Pope, as well for presenting this as a discussion and to give our departments kind of some broad direction and to assure our community that this is a whole community issue. It's not just affecting those experiencing homelessness, but it's affecting all other systems and quality of life. And also want to recognize the good work being done at family community outreach and behavioral health and other partners in the community who interface with the homeless population, folks at risk. I think the prevention efforts in Polk County have been a standard bearing effort, and very happy with the additional resources that our prevention teams have to address rural homelessness. I included the data piece because they're collecting quite a bit of data on each household that they're serving and case managing. So I think we can kind of track our progress over time and adjust as needed. So very happy with the work and very excited for the continued work ahead of us to address this as a whole community. So I appreciate that. And with that, I'll move to approve resolution number 23-06 with the minor amendments.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion?
Would you like me to read it into the record once it's approved?
Sure, that'd be great. With that, we'll take the vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Please.
Okay, before the Board of Commissioners for Polk County, Oregon, in the matter supporting a recovery-oriented systems of care in responding to the addictions, mental health, and homelessness crisis, resolution number 23-06. Whereas Polk County has identified alcohol and drugs, crime, and untreated mental illness, of which unmanaged homeless encampments and conditions are a symptom, as top threats to the health, safety, and flourishing of all of its residents. And whereas Polk County believes in the dignity and worth of all its residents and the overarching good that is achieved when residents are on a path toward the realization of their full potential. And whereas Polk County acknowledges that those struggling with homelessness in the Mid-Willamette region and throughout Oregon may also contend with the complex diseases of mental illness and or addiction, whether a precursor to or a result of homelessness. And whereas the U.S. Surgeon General specifically describes addiction as a brain disorder or disease that results in reduced brain function that inhibits an individual's ability to make decisions and regulate their actions, emotions, and impulses. And furthermore, that changes in the brain persist long after substance use stops. And whereas Polk County recognizes that housing focus is important, but alone will not mitigate mental illness or addiction, and the nature of addiction and serious mental illness can make sufferers unable to recognize their own illnesses or seek help willingly. And whereas Polk County agrees that open air drug scenes create an environment that is incompatible with safe, clean, and vibrant public spaces and make recovery from addiction much more difficult. And whereas Polk County believes that all people have a right to clean, safe, and vibrant public spaces, as well as safe emergency shelter when needed. Whereas Polk County believes that harm reduction services, when not antithetical to a recovery-oriented system of care, can be effective in saving lives. However, it must exist within a full continuum of compassionate care that includes prevention, intervention, treatment, and recovery for those suffering from addiction. And whereas Polk County believes that recovery is possible and most will recover if presented with the aforementioned continuum of care. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Polk County Board of Commissioners that all efforts to address homelessness in which the county and its employees engage must be data-driven and concentrated on helping all residents participate in realizing their full human potential by ensuring shelter and psychiatric and addiction care for all who need it, and by protecting public spaces for the use of the entire community. And it be dated May 31st, 2023.
Thank you for doing that. Thank you. Sign that at the conclusion of the meeting. Let's see. Do we have any need for an executive session?
No, sir.
Heather, do you have anything for us?
Sanitary just.
Right around sanitary, that's right. Okay, well, that will adjourn the Board of Commissioners meeting. Thanks all for attending.